welcome back to Ebb and Flow Creative Co. My name's Emmy. Today we will be drawing folk art flowers on the iPad using Procreate. So to get started with, I have a square canvas that is 2500 by 2500 pixels. I'm going to go into the Canvas tab, turn on Drawing Assist, and edit the drawing guides. We're going to be playing with the drawing guides today and exploring the different symmetry to create folk art flowers. So to begin with, I'm going to do the vertical one. So there's 4 different options. We are going to be playing with the vertical one. And so this one, as the name suggests, whatever you do on this side does on the other side. I'm just using a sketching brush and I'm going to draw out kind of a simple flower. So the vertical tool is best for almost like tulip type flowers that are symmetrical on both sides. And I'm just kind of drawing out some shapes inside the flowers and some pistils, I think they're called, and then we'll add some more fun details. So I'm really loving using this symmetry tool, as you may have noticed. It's one of my favorite tools on Procreate right now. Alright, so that's our sketch for it, and we will go in and add a new layer. We're going to drag it under the first one, and we're going to turn on the drawing assist for this one too. And I'm going to change to a monoline brush and we're going to start coloring it. Alright, so we're going to test it just to make sure that it is turned on. There's nothing worse than drawing a whole thing and finding out that it didn't work. Alright, so I normally put each color on its own layer, but as I'm just kind of playing with this, I'm just gonna do it all on one layer. Alright, so sometimes picking a color is the hardest thing, and so I really just enjoy having a set palette that I just kind of play with. Alright, and those lines aren't perfect, and we're going to go in. That is the problem with not doing everything on its own layer, though, is cleaning it up. So I'm going to go in and clean it up. And we're going to make it a little bit bigger of a brush because that one is tiny. Alright, and then we'll just keep adding the layers and the fun details. And once we hide the sketch layer, we will need to go back in and check it and make sure that it's all colored in correctly. I normally just like to get the color in big blobs and then go back and edit it though. Alright, so we are going to turn off the sketch and see how it looks. You can see I missed a lot of spots. So when you're doing this, you can use the fill tool. I kind of enjoy coloring it in. So if I wanted to use these later on for like a cut file or something, I would have needed to do everything on its own layer. Then it's easy to transfer over. into Illustrator and vectorize everything. Which I do have a blog post on how to do that, and I can make a video on it if you would like that. So leave me a comment if that's the case. All right, up here we're gonna go in and erase some bits. And this is where, oh, that's way too big. This is where the masking tool would have worked pretty well. And so I usually erase with a big brush and then go in with a little bitty one. I typically use my iPad to explore a concept and then take it to paper or take it to Illustrator to figure out what I need to do. All right, and there is our first flower using the vertical drawing guide. So we're going to group those together so we can hide them together. We're going to make a new layer and turn on Drawing Assist, but we're going to go back in and edit the drawing guide. Now, I normally don't use the horizontal one for flowers, but if you were going to draw somethof where you need the top and the bottom the same, you can. So I'll just do a quick demo. For most of the time when I do this, though, I would rather it be the next drawing guide. So let's see, let's draw a flower first. And maybe on this side we'll do a star. I usually use this more for if I'm doing like a fish, just to get the basic shape of it out, or like a really geometric bird will work. But I don't use this one very often because you can just use the other one and flip it if you need. I don't know. I don't find it that useful. So, but for the sake of sharing, let's drag that below. Make that brush a little bigger. And so if you needed to, you can use different drawing guides on the same layer. You just have to change them in between working. So if I wanted to also do the vertical one, I could turn that back on and it would still work. Just to keep things clean though, I typically will do it on its own layer. And we'll go in and fix that yellow center. That is how the horizontal one works. So we're going to go back in, turn on Drawing Assist again, and edit the drawing guides. And this time we are going to use the quadrant. And I really enjoy the quadrant because whatever you do over here works over there. So let's turn it back to blue and get a sketching pencil. Alright, and this is a flower created with the radial. So next we will be using the last one, which is I said. Okay, the last one was created with quadrant, and this one's radial. I don't know why, but I get them confused in my head. Make sure drawing assist is turned on. And on this one, whatever you create in this area will also create in the other 8 areas. So if you create it along the line, it'll do it in 4 though. And so it can be difficult to get a good circle there, but you can fix it later. And these are just so fun to play with. Let's see, I think we're gonna make kind of almost like a sunflower, kind of, I guess I want to be a sunflower, but something with a lot of petals. Let's see, drawing assist. And so for this one, I am going to create another layer so I can put it behind this. Make sure the drawing assist is turned on, and I want it to be just slightly different. So I'm going to turn that layer off and just kind of try to keep in mind which flowers, petals I'm drawing. All right. And then we'll turn that one back on and drag it. All right, so we have the layers correct now. And we're just gonna fill in a little more space on top of that. And just to make that one stand out more, we're gonna change the color. So we'll go back to the first layer and just edit it a bit. And we'll add a center. And it is so close in the color that it's hard to see. So we're gonna change it to a different color. Okay, so from here we can add the fun details. So we could add, which I didn't sketch out, but we could add a, let's see, we want some kind of stem and a leaf. And then we'll add some details to the flower. This is how it looks to create a flower using the radial. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.